Hey, how's it going tonight? Well, hope all you guys and gals had an amazing day out there. I did the best guy could, you know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, so anyways, um, I was thinking about things like today, you know, right and wrong. What what does that mean? Um, I guess like in the context of like, knowledge for like a test, things like that, there's definitely right and wrong answers. Um, when it comes to like people and how you do things though, is there really a right, is there really a wrong? Because it takes different strokes for different folks, as they say, right? um so like, and what is the cost of being right some days, when it comes to that, like there's the saying, there's 101 ways to skin a cat. So just because one thing works for you doesn't necessarily mean that it works for somebody else. So, you know, but to argue the fact or whatever things about being right, who's wrong, what's that worth really some days? Is it worth costing you things? Is it worth, having those arguments for no reason? Things like that. Um, like it makes me think about times where, you know, um, yeah, like say you we're dealing with like somebody older, that might have dementia, things like that. Um, is it worth having an argument over every little thing that, they say, even though it's something that could technically be, scrambled up here a little bit? No, it's not worth it, right? One plus one equals seven. Sure, it does. Yeah, 100%. Let them believe that, you know the difference. Um, even when it's with people that aren't necessarily have anything technically possibly scrambling up there, you know um is it worth costing a friendship or anything like that when you have an argument over something silly, something trivial? I don't necessarily think so. So, you know, um, some days you just got to let other people be people, let them make mistakes, let them learn their own lessons, let them figure out their own way, stuff like that, right? And sometimes, unsolicited advice doesn't necessarily help people. Sometimes it's what causes the arguments, things like that. So it's just something to ponder.